immunity is the ability of an organism to fight against a disease or a disease causing microbe. The microbe may be virus or the microbe may be bacteria. As of now in COVID-19, it is the virus. And then, as we all know that COVID-19 is seen mainly in people who have low immunity. So today we are here in order to boost the immunity, may it be with respect to diet, may it be with respect to exercise, may it be with respect to sleep, or may it be with respect to digital detoxification. So this is how we are going to build the immunity, and then we'll have lots of recipes also wherein we can just prepare them and then we can boost our immunity. I hope everyone knows about the concept of dosha in Ayurveda, which is a very basic concept. And then every one of us is a unique creation of the nature, wherein we have unique constitution called as Prakriti in Ayurveda, wherein it is made up of dosha. The dosha are 3 in number. Vata, which is made up of space and air, that is the 5 elements, among the 5 elements, space and air. And then Pitta dosha, wherein it is of fire and water. Kapha dosha, wherein it is of water and earth. And then we have 3 states with respect to this dosha, not the geographical states, but the biological states of the body, wherein the dosha can be in the equilibrium state, known as the balanced state, wherein all the 3 dosha are present in their natural proportions. The second state would be the increased state or the aggravated state or the vitiated state, wherein a particular dosha is present in greater than the normal proportion. The third one is the decreased state, wherein a particular dosha is present in a less proportion than what it has to be. It is also called as reduced state also. A person can be made up of either Vata, Pitta or Kapha, or combination of 2 dosha or all the 3 dosha. And here, if at all a person is having predominance of Vata dosha, then the person is likely to be lean, having difficulty in gaining the weight, and then getting lots of ideas, which we call as flight of ideas. And then he is almost every time prone to the disease, he or she. So in such case, what has to be the herbs which are to be used in order to balance the Vata dosha? If everyone is interested, then definitely we are going ahead with that in the next slide. Next slide, please. Wherein we have the herbs to balance the Vata. The first is Ashwagandha, which is Withania somnifera, which is an excellent herb to boost the immunity also, to de-stress ourselves also, and also to balance the Vata. And then the second one is Haritaki, which is one of the key ingredient of Triphala, that is 3 fruits. And then its botanical name is Terminalia chebula, which is again a wonderful herb to channelize the Vata dosha, and also it is an anti-aging herb. The third one is ginger, which is Zingiber officinale, which is an excellent digestive tonic, which helps us to in the digestive system, and also it tackles the nausea or the vomiting sensation and certain kinds of headache. The fourth one is Shatavari, which is Asparagus racemosus, which is again almost similar to Ashwagandha in its actions, but it also has a benefit of boosting the immunity and also the breast milk in feeding mother. So when it comes to the Pitta dosha, so you might all be excited to just know what is your constitution and which constitution you belong to. In such case, the Pitta is one which is dominated by features like angerness and early graying of hairs, early wrinkling of the skin. So in such case, a person who is dominated by Pitta dosha, he can or she can use the following herbs to maintain the Pitta dosha. The first one is Amlaki, or the Indian gooseberry, known as Philanthus emblica, which is an excellent anti-aging herb or the drug. And then it also helps in maintaining the skin and hair health. So it is also one of the key ingredient of Triphala. The second one is Guduchi, which is Stenospora cordifolia, which has excellent properties wherein it can boost the immunity and can be utilized in any kinds of flu or cold or cough or fever. And the third one is Brahmi, which is Bacopa monnieri, which is an excellent memory booster and then helps in maintaining the concentration levels also. It is also a anti-aging herb, apart from balancing the pitta. The fourth one is Yashti Madhu or licorice, wherein it is Glycyrrhizia glabra, and it is one of the very much important herb for people who are into the industry of either speaking or in the singing, because it is one of the herb which soothes the voice and then improves the quality of the voice. Having said that, it is also helpful to treat peptic ulcers. So some of the individuals who are having kapha constitution, next slide please. Kapha constitution, here we can have the features like steadiness, laziness, or a person who is accustomed to sedentary lifestyle, and also who has thick curly black hairs. So if at all there is imbalance in the kapha dosha, so some of the herbs to maintain the kapha dosha are as follows. One is moringa, that is Moringa oleifera, which is a key ingredient in many of the oils these days. The second one is Chitraka, which is Plumbago xylonica, again a wonderful herb to treat conditions like IBS, colitis, and then also any kinds of dysentery or diarrhea. The third one is turmeric, also pronounced as turmeric, Curcuma longa, which is an established drug in order to boost the immunity, maintain the skin health, and also boost the respiratory immunity. The fourth one is Tulsi, that is holy basil, extensively used in India. I hope many of you may correlate to Tulsi if you have heard of it. And then this is also one of the herb which boosts the respiratory immunity. Also, it is a stress buster. If the essential oil of Tulsi is used in any form, then it is a stress relieving agent. So these are the herbs which we can utilize in order to balance the dosha as per the constitution.